This podcast episode is presented by a generous sponsorship of Radio Free Santa Clarita by the California Institute of the Arts, one of the top art schools in the world located right here in Santa Clarita. Learn more at calarts.edu. Hi there, and welcome to another episode of the Awesome Town Sound Podcast. My name is Lee Huber. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Tons and tons of stuff to tell you about this week. We have a very fun interview with the Mojo Filter Blues Band, a fantastic 7-piece female-fronted group that plays the blues, sure, but their set lists cover R&B, funk, rock, and country songs that they'll tell you have been Mojo-fied. We'll get our mojo working shortly, so stay tuned for that in just mere moments. We also have an update from Fleef. They have some new music to tell you about. We also wanted to tell you again about our stage door sessions. Very excited to partner up with the Keyboard Galleria Music Center. Our first show hopefully is going to be at the end of September. We'll have Awesome Town Sound featured artists performing live, and you'll be invited to the show. If you want to be the first to know who's playing, subscribe to the KGMC Instagram and Facebook pages. The shows are coming soon, and we'd love to have you come out and join us. We got another massive weekend for music in Santa Clarita. Our featured artist, the Mojo Filter Blues Band, will be playing. There's a blues battle of the bands to tell you about. And a couple world-renowned rock artists are coming to the Canyon. This and so much more. So without any further delay, let's dive right into the Santa Clarita music events calendar. On Thursday, September 5th, Sean and Colin kick off the weekend at 7 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency Valencia, and some fun dueling pianos will be happening over at the Black and Blue restaurant. That'll go on from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. On Friday, September 6th, last week's featured artists, Calling Kings, will have a music video shoot at Drifters Cocktails, and you're invited. Bring your cameras because they want you to direct the action. That'll happen from 7 to 9 p.m. at Drifters Cocktails. Check out their Facebook page for more information. Also at 7 p.m. on Friday, Fast Times will be at the Canyon, and Nick Horn will be at the local pub and grill at 8 p.m. The big night for music is Saturday, September 7th. Rock mega group Puddle of Mud will be at the Canyon with doors opening at 6 p.m. The Brothers of Perpetual Sound will be at Telco Brewery. That kicks off around 6 p.m. Over at Pocock Brewery, 3 Feet Under will be taking the stage at 6:30 p.m. This week's featured artist, the Mojo Filter Blues Band. They'll be at Backyard Grub and Brews at 6:30 p.m. The Grateful Dudes will be at Vincenzo's at 7:30. They'll have 3 bands at Drifters Cocktails, One Night a Year, Moonraker, and We Are Wasted. They'll be rocking the place starting at 8 p.m. And the No Chaser Band will be at the VFW 6885, kicking things off at 8 p.m. On Sunday, September 8th, all-day blues at the American Legion 507. The Santa Clarita Valley Blues Society will have a Battle of the Bands competition with 7 local groups competing for a chance to perform in Memphis, Tennessee in January. Tickets are $20. That'll give you a chance to see all 7 bands. They'll start the competition off at 1 p.m. Dole Humphreys will become the Dole Humphreys Trio, adding keyboardist Art Simon to the mix. They'll be at Salt Creek Grill at 4 p.m. The voice of Creed, Scott Stapp, will be at the Canyon with doors opening at 6 p.m. And they'll have Sunday Night Jazz with the Gasparo Riso Quartet at the Black and Blue restaurant starting at 6 p.m. Check out AwesomeTownSound.com. Every week we update the full calendar of events. If you want more details about anything I mention here, and if there's a show I missed, leave a message for us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/TheAwesomeTownSound. Moni, Dave, Mike, Dan, Jackie, and Jeff make up the Mojo Filter Blues Band. They're a big band with a big stage presence, and they put their unique sound, some might say a Mojo filter, on some of the most danceable songs of the last several decades. The band will be bringing the party to the patio of Backyard Grub and Brews this Saturday at 6:30, and it's sure to be a fantastic time. Here's our interview with this week's featured artists, the Mojo Filter Blues Band, on the Awesome Town Sound Podcast.
Hi there. We are the Mojo Filter Blues Band. My name's Moni Jackson, lead vocals.
I'm Dave Doré. I play keyboards and sing and help write some of the music.
I'm Dave Gillespie. I play guitar and I yell into the microphone. Sometimes I try to sing.
I am Mike Borowski and I play guitar and sing backup vocals.
Jackie Lynn. I play drums.
I'm Dan Cotty. I play bass.
And I'm Jeff Ackerman. I play woodwind, saxophone, flute,
shakers, whatever I can bang on.
So the origin story of the Mojo Filter Blues Band started many, many years ago. I will not tell you the year, because then you'll guess just how old I really am. And I still worked at the mall. Yeah. I was talking to a friend, and I just happened to say, maybe I'll try singing the blues this time. Because at the time, I was doing musical theater. I was part of a wedding band. I know. Don't judge me. I just said it. Maybe I'll try singing the blues. And a few minutes later, this lady walks in, and she talks to my friend. And then they come over, and she says, hey, my husband is a guitar player, and they're starting a blues band. Would you like to audition as their singer? That's really how it started. And at the time, the band had no name. The original players were Paul Syme, the guitar player, Henry Kaiser, the drummer, and Bruce Watson, bass player. And in search of a name, we were just, I don't even remember what we didn't pick. All I know is we were playing the song Come Together, and it had so many cool phrases, Juju Eyeballs. That could have been our name, But anyway, no, we opted for Mojo Filter. And at the time, it was just Mojo Filter, and blues and band were added much later.
Well, I ran an ad advertising myself as a guitarist looking for a band, and I got a email from Moni Jackson, and she said, why don't you come play with us? And that was in 1999, 20 years ago.
And then in 2000, I think it was in January, I saw an ad in the Recycler, and Dave Gillespie came over, and we auditioned together, and then I joined the band right about then.
And right after that, I saw an ad also in the Recycler, and I responded, and they said, let's meet in this lockout in Van Nuys, and I would rehearse with them too, but my keyboard was inside my house, which was getting termite tented that weekend, so I had to borrow a keyboard from a buddy of mine, but it clicked instantly, I think.
Dave and I were doing a side project, and he played me the Whiskey song, and I said, we have to record that. So we recorded it, and then he brought all you guys in to do your parts, and then sort of joined the band from there.
And what happened to the original drummer? Where'd he go?
Henry Kaiser passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the reason we recorded the Whiskey song was to put it up on iTunes and try and raise money for his family to help pay for some of the expenses, actually.
Which we did. We raised some money, and we forwarded it to Henry and his family.
That's awesome. No, that was good. I never heard that story.
Yeah. The weird thing is we had kind of taken a break because Henry was sick, and so we didn't really have a drummer, and everyone was kind of going their own way, playing in different bands. And then at Henry's wake, at his party, we were all there, and we were like, you know what, we should really try this again. And so we gathered people together almost like the Blues Brothers. We got our bass player, and Jackie became the drummer, and then we eventually found Dan, and sort of it became like a reunion that has now been together for, several years now. 3 years?
Yeah. Going on 5.
Yeah, wow.
When we started playing together again, it was like we never stopped. It was like putting on an old shoe or riding a bicycle. It just everything fell into place immediately.
That's funny because we sound a lot like an old shoe or a bicycle. So.
Sometimes I feel like an old shoe.
Yeah, well, we had been keeping the band alive on life support through the Christmas parties for a while.
That's right. We would gig at least once a year in Mike's garage, and we'd play Christmas tunes.
Exactly.
But it was pro bono. We didn't get paid.
Yeah. And we still do that.
Talk about being a horn player in a blues band, man. That's pretty cool.
Man, it's not easy. It's not easy with all these guitars, but I manage. When I have doubts, I just pick up some kind of percussion instrument and fake it. Then I'll pick up a different saxophone and fake it on that too. So
that's a pretty good faking.
Yeah. Well, I enjoy playing with you guys, and I met David Gillespie many years ago at the Santa Clarita Valley Blues Society, and a lot of good players come out of there, and we hooked up there and played with them off and on, and landed on it just recently. So
Jeff is an amazing sax player. He will never tell you this himself, but he really is. And when he started playing with us, it's like he had been playing us for 100 years.
So. Thanks.
What are our aspirations as an artist? What kind of goals do we have?
My all-time goal, I really want to play the Holiday Inn out here in Stevenson Ranch. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a Days Inn down the road that seems a little more high end. I think we should consider the Days Inn.
Well, you talking about the one in Sierra Highway?
Yeah, I'm talking the one down by the gas station.
Okay, I thought because the Travelodge is down there too.
Yeah, isn't there like a Marriott Courtyard down there somewhere?
Not in that end of the valley.
All right, well, one of those cheap hotels we want to play at.
We did play at the Travelodge once. We had to play in the parking lot, as I remember.
That's true. We've played just about every kind of gig. Country clubs all the way to this place called The Classroom out in Van Nuys, which is gone now, but man, it was pretty low end for a long time. The vinyl on the seats looked like it hadn't been cleaned in 30 years.
What we do is we pick old, obscure songs and we put a modern spin on them. And then sometimes we'll take a more recent, more popular song, and we'll just turn it upside down and play it our own way. And it comes out sounding really great, albeit nothing like the original version.
That brings up Kiss, the song we're going to feature. It's our own take on Prince song Kiss.
Yeah, Kiss is a prime example of that. When you hear this song, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, nobody ever thinks of Prince as a blues artist, so we're like, what a perfect way to just take something that was a really popular tune from the 80s and turn it into like this crazy funk blues thing with a female singer, with Moni singing, and plus it was an excuse to use a clavinet sound on the keyboards, which very few songs have these days.
We should touch on our originals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, we also write some of our own material. I penned a song called The Whiskey Song some years ago, and that's become a crowd favorite. Dave?
Yeah, we have a couple of tunes that we've been doing for a long time. One is called You Do It So Good, You Should Do It For Money. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I wrote the lyrics to that, when I was 22, so I think it's still apropos now. And we have a few others. We have a tune called Fast Food Attitude, which was written in line at McDonald's waiting for the window.
And don't forget, it requires a special instrument.
Yeah, it has a megaphone solo. Not too many tunes have a megaphone solo. We have a megaphone solo. So you should come see us just for that reason alone.
And now, here's Prince's Kiss, as covered by the Mojo Filter Blues Band on the Awesome Town Sound Podcast.
One more time. You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn. You don't need experience to turn me out. Just leave it all up to me. Show you what it's all about. You don't have to be rich to be my
can listeners and fans go to hear more and purchase our music and see us live?
Check out our website, mojofilterblues.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reverb Nation, and Bands in Town. On our website, we have a monthly newsletter that you can sign up with your email address, and we'll send out the next places that we're playing for that month. We also have CDs and T-shirts for sale on our website or at the shows that we're performing at, which our next show will be this coming Saturday, September 7th, at the Backyard Grub and Brews. We'll be playing from 6:30 to 9:30, and we hope you can all come out and check us out.
Yeah, if you haven't seen a Mojo show, you really should check it out, because it's not just about sitting and listening to music. It's fun. We have people getting up and dancing. We have, there's a lot of personality, and we just like to hang around each other even when we're not singing. So it's an entertaining couple hours. You should come check it out.
Our selection of songs has something for everybody. We cover everything from rock, blues, country, New Orleans blues, a little bit of jazz. You should come check us out.
No Norwegian black metal, though.
No Norwegian black metal.
Getting there.
No polka tunes either.
We should do a polka tune.
We should do a polka tune.
We're kind of like the Justice League of bands. Each of us has another job. We have finance people and policemen and graphic artists and all kinds of folks from other parts of the world, and we all kind of come together and do this, which makes it unique because I think we each bring something different to it from our regular lives. But we don't wear superhero costumes. Note to self, we should probably get some superhero
You need to
costumes.
write a song about that.
Fair enough. That'll be on the next album.
Thank you, Lee, for having us on Awesome Town Sound today. It's been a great opportunity for us to tell the folks in Santa Clarita a little bit about Mojo Filter Blues. We hope we've piqued your interest, and you'll come out and check out that megaphone solo. You won't want to miss that. So remember, we're going to be at the Backyard Grub and Brews on Saturday, September 7th at 6:30 to 9:30, and we hope you see you all there. Thanks again.
Download our bonus episode this week, where we get an update from the band Fleef and take a listen to some new music they have out this week. Thanks for listening, Awesome Town. Thank you for listening to the Awesome Town Sound Podcast. We are a production of Radio Free Santa Clarita. For more information, visit radiofreesantaclarita.org. You can keep up with all the local music events that we mention here by visiting the Awesome Town Sound Facebook page. And if you enjoyed our show, please tell your friends about it on social media. Tell your friends to subscribe, because the bigger this music community gets, the better. We live in an awesome town with awesome artists, awesome bands, and awesome fans. So keep on listening to the Awesome Town Sound Podcast.